school day. That was long.
Everybody runs through every job in the place at one point during the school year. So sometimes somebody will be a server, sometimes they'll bus tables, sometimes they'll be the line cook, sometimes they'll be the chef. But they really get the whole experience of working in the restaurant. There's a lot of jobs in the industry that aren't your, I'm going to go to a restaurant and cook for groups of 4 or something like that. You know,
Like for example, my 2 students that are at Geisinger right now, each work the line where they make 400 patient meals. So they're doing 400 meals a day. Right now they're making wraps for the career fair, and then we're on our soups unit. So they're making split pea soup and cream of broccoli soup.
I'm in the electrical systems technology program. I chose this program because there's a lot of opportunities out there that I can go and further my education, like post-secondary, or I can just go out and work and make good money right out of high school.
What sort of things are you learning here?
So you learn your residential wiring, like commercial wiring, like running your conduits, pulling wires. You learn about motor controls, PLCs, just all your industrial, any type of like fixtures and everything. You learn that all here.
What are you hoping to do after you graduate?
After I graduate, I'm looking to go into lineman school down in Georgia and then further my education in the line work, and then come up here and try and join PPL, Service Electric, someone up local here, citizens, and get out and be a line worker.
How do you feel like Suntech is going to help you reach those goals?
It helped me broaden my horizon. I didn't realize that like if I came here I could go be a line worker, but that helps me because we study transformers here, and as a line worker that's mainly what we'll install.
Is this the end?
Things like that.
It'd be connected to the bottom rung.
It's pretty broad. That's the beauty of it is there's no end in sight for work because it's everywhere. And it can go 360 degrees. That's the cool part. You're not like stuck to one lane, if you will, and you can go in so many directions. Every one of these students has a different plan, but they all have the same training.
What are they doing here today?
Today, they're spread all over. We have some guys working over here with so it's electrical mechanical, so electro pneumatics. They're working with electrical controls. Right now, they're working on turning a pneumatic motor. Some of the guys just got done programming our Fanuc robot and been running the programs. We have some guys doing industrial motor controls on these trainers over here. Nevin's working on one of our motors. We're getting ready to start motor theory, talk about how motors and transformers work. Charlie's working on programmable logic controllers. So they're all in different areas currently. That's pretty typical. We'll have 2 or 3 guys spread out in different trainers throughout the shop.
So I guess I wanted to get out of that like typical classroom style kind of thing. You know, I wasn't engaged in school. I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. You know, this program I found interest in it. A lot of my family's in the field, so you know I kind of want to give it a shot and see what I thought of it. But yeah, that's what motivated me to get out here.
A lot of the students will go straight into the workforce because there's a lot of co-op opportunities and good co-op opportunities that are local. There's a lot of manufacturing in the Valley, in Central PA in general. We're like a manufacturing hub. So that's a really nice thing for us. Some of the students, again, are going military. We have students in all sorts of branches. Some that are going for, again, working on airplanes, tanks. Right now, a student is going to be going for nuclear engineering when he's done currently at Thaddeus. We have some students who are going post-secondary. They're going straight in for different types of engineering.
Well, when I first came in, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer, and I found out relatively quickly that I can't sit at a desk and do that kind of a thing. I need to be moving, working with my hands, and I found some love for the electrical side of things.
You gotta make sure it's not leaking.
Looks good.
When I first came here, we were trying to train technicians, basically all aspects of cars. We were trying to train them. Today, the dealerships just want a solid entry-level kid with basic skills, and they will put them into their own training program. So I have students doing Subaru training at Subaru, I have them doing Ford training at Ford, and various other trainings at other dealerships and shops. So
That's where a lot of your kids are today.
yeah, I have, right now, I have 9 out on co-op, so they go work at a dealership and get credit for coming to school.
Me, I like this more because I didn't really like normal school. So there's still homework, still tests, but everything's over here, like on hand. We only get 2 hours of theory, 1 before lunch, an hour after. I just see I see it better than actual school. It's better than college. For Suntech, you don't gotta pay at all.
About 6 months, they'll have all the entry-level skills they need to go out and work in a dealer, and be productive enough to make money for that business.
Now, you might think that's not a lot of time, but just keep in mind so we start the second week of August. That's 6.5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it's very intense while they're here. You know, it's not there's not a lot of downtime. You know, they're not on their cell phones. They're working from the time they walk in till the time they walk out the door.
What happens when people from the outside come in?
Well, they make an appointment with Mrs. Palmer first, or we bring in people we know, and we sit them down, have a little consultation with them to see what they need or see what they want, and then we do the service like they want it, and then they pay and they go.
What sort of things do you do here for
We
your
do
clients?
hair color, highlights, haircuts, manicures, pedicures, facials, and scalp treatments and perms.
Okay. Talk to me about why you chose to come to Suntech for this program.
Well, I've dreamed of being a cosmetologist since I was a little girl because my mom did it, and I wanted to follow in her footsteps. So I'm here now.
What was it about your mom doing it that made you want to do it?
All the smiling faces she had when she was done performing a service, and all the friends she made, and the connections she made with people.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here
Yeah.
today.
Yes.
Is this how it normally feels?
So in my classroom, I teach them a variety of different skills based off of the different systems that we're working on. So then when I kind of just let them go to work on skills, they each have their own thing. That way they're not all trying to do the same skill at the same time. So you will see a variety of different skills going on in a different manner, but it's all very organized. The students, that's one of the things that they have to have when they're in this program is time management, organization, and prioritization skills. So they really do know what they need to be doing and when they should be doing it and how they should be doing it. So it kind of just me facilitating after I demonstrate and teach them all of the fundamentals and the theory behind all of the skills. So yeah, it is rather busy in here.
To do nursing, I want to be in physical therapy when I get out of high school. I thought it'll give me a great opportunity to learn the ins and outs of the body, and it's exactly that. I come here and I learn about the medical history, medical terminology, and all that stuff. So it gives me a great understanding of what are the insides of a human body.
What's kind of like your average day like here?
So usually we start off by doing vital signs, so taking temperatures, blood pressures, pulses, respirations, and then we go into our theory. So that's just her teaching and lecturing of our systems and what we have to do for that day, and notes and stuff. And then later in the day we go into our skills, so working with patients, doing activities of daily living with them, brushing their teeth, brushing their hair, stuff like that.
How long have you been coming to the Suntech?
I've been working with Suntech a long time, probably 10 or 12 years at this point. We do a lot of recruiting from about 5 or 6 different programs over here on the regular. Could be co-op students, could be full-time employees. It's a great resource right here in our backyard, and so I like to take advantage of it and help us to find some great talent for our business.
What is it about Suntech that makes this such a great place to come and get those recruits?
The programs are really great. They seek input from local businesses to strengthen the programs and make them really applicable to today's workforce, and students are well prepared when they enter the workforce. They're also usually pretty motivated to find jobs and start their career here, so it's great working with the students here.